How's it going, everybody? I'm the BTC Reaper. My goal on this channel is to teach you how to reap the rewards of trading with the prices going up or down. Over on Dixie for the daily, we did see a little bit of a retracement. Crypto did push forward. Stochastic does want to round. RSI is pulling back. VWAP does want to round. Momentum is starting to round, so I would watch that VWAP. If that VWAP continues to drop away, and momentum will start to round away as well, and our money flow will deepen in the red. And we will see a further sell-off. Again, usually that would be good for crypto, but at some point they will act more correlated. Over on futures, we are going to delete this double top possibility. So that is good. We don't have that possibility. I would still watch for any kind of bearish patterns that could form from here. Over on the 1 hour, we'll jump right there real quick. We did fill that 57 gap, so that is good. We did have that, or actually that's not futures, sorry. So dominance is doing good. Dominance, we don't need too much on. Dominance is kind of flat, as total and Bitcoin did go up. Bitcoin did go up more than total, but they're kind of washing out right now, maybe because of futures and some other things. But we did end up filling that gap that we made back here. So if we do look at that gap from our 57K, we did end up filling it here. That is very positive because that can push us forward in a positive manner. We do have a gap below us because when we push forward, we did make a gap up when we tried to jump forward. So I would watch for a rejection of that 300 EMA. If we get a rejection of that EMA, hold on that gap level and continue to bounce with higher highs and higher lows, we could still see a healthy move forward. Momentum does want to push up. VWAP is pushing forward. Money flow does want to gain strength. RSI and Stochastic are doing decent, so I would watch. The 1 hour overall does look positive, and if this continues, we could see our higher time frame start to strengthen. Sorry, I got sun in my eye. Over on the 2 hour, our money flow is bearish, so if that 1 hour does continue to be bullish, we can see this 2 hour reverse, and we can try to push forward. So over on Bitcoin for the daily, we are trying to push forward. This could be positive. This could try to push us up through our channel, so this could try to give us some of that push forward that we were hoping to see from that rising or descending channel, which makes us rise. Sorry about that. This is really annoying. Our RSI does want to push up. Stochastic is trying to make a bounce, so we do have blue above orange. So that blue above orange is a bullish cross that does want to continue to push Stochastic higher. As Stochastic pushes higher, remember RSI and price will continue up. VWAP does want to break that neutral. Momentum does want to round. Money flow is trying to cross screens, so we do look decent here. Over on the 4 hour, we are running above our EMA levels. This is positive. If we can break and hold that yellow EMA, that would be positive, but we would want to ideally see some consolidation or a little dip downward to the blue EMA, then a push forward. Remember, you don't want to just push up real quick or down real quick because you usually will see the inverse. Our Stochastic does want to round. RSI is trying to push up. VWAP is bullish overall. That is a very strong wave, pushing momentum up, and that will give money flow strength. So as long as that VWAP continues up, we can continue further. Over on our 2 hour, we are running forward. We do have a long upper shadow candle, so I would watch for a red candle. If we follow with a red candle, we could see that sell-off. Again, that could fill our futures gap. And then if we bounce there, that would be ideal. Again, you don't want to just rip right up or drop right down. VWAP is staying bullish. Momentum does want to push up. Money flow is in the green, but it's not very strong. So still watch that VWAP on these lower time frames. Over on the 1 hour, we do have a reversal arrow that does want to bring us down. We are seeing a little bit of a sell-off, so I would exercise caution. If we see that VWAP break that neutral and hold, we could see a bit of a sell-off, but again, watch for that gap on futures that we just covered. If we can bounce off that gap and continue forward, we could still see higher highs with higher lows to help push us up. Stochastic does want to pull back. RSI is pulling back. VWAP does want to break that neutral. Again, watch it very close. If we break neutral, we could hold, but if we get higher low, we could start a new bullish trend to push momentum higher. It really can't go much higher, but that would give money flow strength and start to solidify those higher time frames. So over on graph, we do have a push forward through our 14.316. This is positive. This could help push us to that 16.316, providing we stay bullish. Momentum is breaking down. VWAP is pushing forward. Money flow is gaining strength. Our Stochastic does want to push up, and RSI is pushing forward. So overall, we do look decent here. Over on the 4 hour, we are continuing above that support level, breaking our EMAs. This is positive. VWAP is staying bullish. Momentum is running up. Money flow is trying to push forward, so if that VWAP stays bullish, momentum will push up and money flow will gain strength. Our stochastic does want to round and RSI is running up, but if that stochastic breaks down, RSI could follow. Over on the 2 hour, we do have a gap below it, so I would exercise caution. We could end up filling that. Stochastic does want to round, RSI is bullish, VWAP is staying bullish, but we're overall tapering down. Momentum is pushing up and money flow is green. I would just watch that VWAP very close here. Over on the 1 hour, we do have lower highs overall, so this is a high and another high. If we break for a lower low and stay below that neutral, momentum will break down, money flow will remain bearish, and we would see a sell-off. Watch for a bounce off that 14,316 and then a continuation. If we get that, we could continue further, but if we break that 14,316 and that VWAP stays bearish, we could end up breaking lower. So over on Ankr for the daily, we are breaking that value area low on our fixed range volume profile. That is that green line, that is positive, so this could continue to push us up, and it could push us toward that 2673, providing that VWAP can break that neutral area and hold. Momentum does want to push up, so watch VWAP, and money flow does want to cross. Our stochastic is pushing up, RSI is gaining strength, so the daily does look positive. We're on the 4 hour. We are pushing forward, we are running up. We did see a little bit of a rounding bottom. VWAP is staying bullish, momentum wants to push up, so watch that VWAP. If it can stay bullish here, we could continue to run forward. Money flow does want to push up, stochastic is pretty maxed out, and RSI is almost as maxed out as well. That could help push us forward. Remember, they won't stay overbought forever, but while they are, that will push us up. Over on the 2 hour, stochastic does want to kind of flatten out here. We are pretty maxed out here. That's what I mean by we can be overbought and then it push us up. You see we got overbought right here, but we have stayed there. I would exercise caution. We could retrace, but remember, you do want to retrace and bounce forward with higher highs and higher lows. Momentum does want to push up. VWAP is bullish. Money flow is bullish, so we do look positive. Over on the 1 hour here, we are trying to continue forward, so I would watch for consolidation. If we get consolidation after this run up, that could create a bull flag, but we have a gap below us, so I would exercise caution. That is below our support level, so we would end up filling that. 80% likelihood that we would fill that. Momentum does want to round. VWAP is starting to weaken. Money flow is pulling back. Stochastic wants to break in. RSI wants to pull back. So the 1 hour could start to pick up further bearish momentum here if we're not careful. Over on XRP for the daily, we did bounce off that 300 EMA. As positive, we did push to that 57, but we're kind of stalling. I would watch if we cannot break that 57. It's likely we would come back to our 300 and possibly break that 54. Momentum is breaking down. VWAP is favoring bearish. Money flow is pulling back. Stochastic selling off. RSI is going to start to weaken, so watch stochastic. Over on our 4 hour, we are below our 300 EMA, kind of flirting with the 250. So we're above it, sorry. We are above that 300 EMA, flirting with the 250. If we get rejected by the 250 and we break here, we could see lower EMAs, stay below our higher EMAs, that green and blue, stay below our black and gray. If we see that, the bears will end up remaining in control and we could continue to drop. Stochastic does want to round, RSI is pulling back. VWAP wants to round, momentum is rounding, money flow is selling off, so overall I would exercise caution. Over on the 2 hour, our stochastic is starting to round away, RSI wants to pull back, momentum is weakening, and that VWAP is starting to slide, so watch that VWAP close. If it breaks that neutral and holds, we will see momentum and money flow weaken. Over on our 1 hour, we do have a bit of a flag here that could be happening, but we have seen a pretty quick run up, so I would exercise caution. That flag could take us to that resistance area, and then if we get rejected, we could see a drop lower. Most of the other coins do look like they want to reject, and XRP will follow that. Momentum does want to round away with a double red dot, stochastic's pulling back, VWAP does want to break down, and money flow does want to break down, so we don't look too positive here on the 1 hour. So last but not least, since there's no requests, we have ALGO for the daily. Don't know why it's so smooshed. So there we go. We are trying to push forward, breaking that lower EMA. If we can hold, that is positive. VWAP does want to push up. Momentum is gaining strength. Money flow does want to push. Stochastic's trying to gain strength, and RSI does want to push forward. Over on our 4 hour, we do have lower lows with lower highs, but we're trying to break that with slightly higher highs. Watch if we can get higher lows from this. If we can, we could make a push to that 1350. VWAP is bullish. Momentum wants to push up. Money flow is bearish, so I would watch. If that VWAP breaks down, our money flow could continue to weaken us. Over on our 2 hour, We are seeing a pretty strong push forward. We did see a very quick sell off, and we are trying to see a quick push forward. So I would exercise caution. Remember, you don't want to just whip back and forth. You want to see more of a push up, then a retracement, then a push up, then a retracement, where you get those higher highs with higher lows. VWAP is pulling back, momentum wants around, stochastic is pretty maxed out. It does look like it wants to bend, so watch it close. Our side does want to pull back, and money flow is bearish, so if that VWAP breaks down, we could see a further sell-off. Over on the 1 hour, we are rejecting our EMA here. Momentum has a double red dot, suggesting it wants to break down. Our RSI is dropping, VWAP wants to break down. We have lower lows. We do want to get lower highs here as well, so I would watch for a break of this neutral. If we get a break of this neutral, we could see that VWAP break, create a bearish trend that would bring momentum lower. Money flow would then reject, and we would see a further sell-off, so I would exercise caution. We're just shy of those critical EMAs, and if we don't get above them, we will see a push down. Thank you for watching tonight's video. I hope you have a great night.